to say the infotainment system in my 2015 High Country Silverado 2500 is really, really bad, it would be a huge understatement. There's not a ton of options when it comes to upgrading it, but the fact is, I gotta have Apple CarPlay, I gotta have Android Auto. I've had that in my 2018 Colorado had it, and my 2022 Silverado 02 had it, and I can't go back to just use Bluetooth. It's so bad. Not only that, but the infotainment system just looks old, the screen's tiny, and it really doesn't have any features, and the navigation system is completely useless. Luckily, the new stereo just arrived today. Like I said, not a ton of options when it comes to these trucks, but one of them is Phoenix Automotive. And I'm hoping this is gonna solve all my issues and just generally be a nice unit, because I'm a little skeptical. If you know anything about these units, it's basically like an Android tablet, but made to work with your truck. So hopefully it works as intended. Oh boy, that looks sweet. There's a lot of wiring. Look at that. I'm excited. That is a screen, my friends. It is a freaking big screen. It's supposed to be plug and play. Only one way to find out. Now these switches I have to swap over because in this new unit, they're just blanks. Should just push out of there. Yep, just like that. Couldn't be much easier than that. I'm also not entirely sure what all is in this wiring, so I should probably take a look, because holy crap. Should probably watch an install video as well, if I had to guess. What in the world? GPS, I'm guessing. What the heck is that? I don't know. What is this? Like, why would I ever need whatever speaker this is? Let me get the old stereo out the rest of the way. Cool.
This is your factory UI, and this is just needed. This is your AC controls that we give you, but this is for third-party navigation like Google Maps. It should look a little bit like this.
All right, well, I just watched the video. All of this wiring. There is a lot of it. Not all of it is relevant to me. I'm hoping I have the things in place that I need. Now, one thing I did notice, it doesn't attach how the stock one did with those little 7mm bolts. It's actually all just clips, but it doesn't come with new clips, so I have to take these old ones off. This might be tricky without breaking them. These things really aren't made to be removed, so I'm kind of bending them and then bending them back. Hopefully they'll plop on just fine. Sorry for the lighting, guys. Trying to do my best here with what I got. All right. Moment of truth. I guess I need my keys, don't I? I'm very skeptical. Ah! Something is happening. That looks freaking sweet. What the heck is that? It shows me what doors are open. Dude, it's got my freaking RPM on here. How freaking sweet is that? I do want to hook up my phone and see if Apple CarPlay works. All right, got my USB cable run up. It's down by the floorboard. I'll show you that in a minute. But then I'll be able to run my USB cable wherever I want in the future, because I'm not sure where I want that yet. But for now, let's get this thing slapped in here. Yeah. There she is, boys. Wow, that looks pretty freaking sweet. Can't wait for you guys to see it in the daytime and for everything to work on. Now before I got the new stereo system completely installed, I did take some time to clean the interior. It's not perfect, but it's much better. When I bought it, it had like an old man smell, or like kind of an old man mixed with like sort of a wet dog. So anyway, the dealership did not do a good job cleaning the outside or the inside or really any part of this truck. So that's disappointing. So got it all cleaned up, scrubbed the carpets with carpet cleaner, fully cleaned all the leather seats, and then conditioned them, though I do need to do another round of conditioner because that's probably never been done. There were a bunch of spots on the headliner that I had to clean. Quick window cleaning, got rid of some of the random stickers and stuff on the windshield, and she's looking much, much better. And almost as importantly, it smells much, much better. Well, it's been a few days. Sorry, I was installing the thing late at night. I went on a trip, like a 3-4 hour drive, and I wanted to have it installed for the trip in the morning so I could really test the new head unit out. And it actually surpassed my expectations. While the install was relatively simple and I did 0 wiring, not 1 bit of wiring, everything plug and play. The software is a little finicky. There are a lot of things that I had to figure out on my own or do a lot of research on to figure out how to get certain features to work. It took me a while to get CarPlay to work, but once I figured out there were some settings I need to change in the software, do some resets, this and that, I got it to work perfectly. I got everything to work. The system sounds really good, it works really good. The rear camera works, all the functions of the OEM system work. I'm super impressed. You guys can see here the fit and finish is really, really good. I think the color is a pretty good match to the color on the vents. You can see the system still has buttons. It's not all just touchscreen. It doesn't look out of place. It's pretty awesome. So initial startup, that only took a few seconds, not too long at all. Now you can see it's automatically trying to connect to my phone, which isn't plugged in, but I'll plug it in. A few seconds there, and bam, we are in Apple CarPlay. You can see it is absolutely, let me get copyrighted. It is super responsive. Every single piece of this system is responsive. It's got Google Maps built in, the AC system function really, really well. You can either punch the buttons here or you can use them up here. I actually have this knob set to control the AC. So when I hit the power button, it just changes to automatic mode. Hit it again, turns it off. And then I have the dial set to change the temperature. Even like this, you can have it set so it basically looks factory, where you have all the buttons that you normally did and they function just like they normally would have. The AC buttons, the radio buttons. If you go home, you can go to all your settings. You still have everything that you would have normally, and it all works perfectly. Super impressed, and I'm even more impressed at just how fast it is. You can see just, I mean, this is probably one of the most responsive units I've ever had. It's certainly more responsive than the setup I had in my Silverado ZR2. And that thing was brand new and powered by Google, and you saw in some of my old videos how slow that was.
To do that, you'll need a data plan from your vehicle manufacturer.
This is not slow. Not slow at all. Has this for volume, obviously. This will mute and unmute the stereo or turn it off. You can turn the screen off completely. It's got your brightness here. Go through different settings. You've got all sorts of apps. I downloaded YouTube. I mean, and you can download almost anything. And I haven't even gone through a lot of these functions, to be honest, guys, because there's just so many things you can do with this. But really, the only thing that mattered to me was CarPlay. It modernizes the exterior a lot. It doesn't look so old school anymore. It just looks so much better and modern. It's a nice talking point. Someone gets in your truck, they're like, is that factory? You say, no, it's actually an Android tablet that's made to fit this thing. Now, there are some extra things I'm going to do with this. Right now, I have the wire for the USB for CarPlay right over here. There's 2 wires. You can hook up two different things, but the one with this little sticker is the one for CarPlay. You don't need anything extra. Right now I have them running there, which is actually pretty clean. I don't know if that's going to be my final position or not. I might try to hook them up and use these somehow. I might run the cable in the center console. I might run it in here. That I don't know yet. Also, there is a lot of additional wires. So these are all extra wires that came with the kit. These are all a whole bunch of more inputs you can do for different cameras, 360 cam, front camera, trailer camera, roof camera, whatever you want. There's wiring in there that is actually supposed to increase the video quality of the rear camera. And I'll show you the rear camera, which you guys know I complained about this before I put the screen. It sucks. It's awful. You see here it is, works like OEM. They even added like the sensors. How the sensors show up there. I think it's really awesome how they make it so that is there as well. That's super sweet. But you can see the quality leaves a lot to be desired. Apparently there's an adapter. It goes behind the glove box. You tee it into a feed and then you run it over to this, and it's supposed to improve the video quality. So I will install it at some point, but I'm also going to upgrade the rear camera because it's so bad. I'd like to be able to see much better. Now, if there's anything you guys want to see related to the system, let me know. I'll add it to the next video or so, because I know there will be a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions about this. I haven't used it that much, but I did take it on approximately 7 to 8 hour round trip, and it worked perfectly. I was super pumped with it. I mean, steering wheel controls still work. Everything works. I highly suggest it. Just to add one thing in, the only thing I'm disappointed with this is the brightness. It's a tablet. It might be a little bit of an older tablet. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up. I think it's a PX6. Don't quote me on that. But it is absolutely plenty bright during the night. During the night, I actually turned the brightness down a little bit. During the day, at times, it can be hard to see. Now, I don't have any tint on this truck, and it has a sunroof, so all that kind of, it doesn't help. But it is bright enough to see during the day. I just personally wish it was a little brighter. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I missed, so like I said, comment your questions and I'll try to get back to them in another video and show some other features and stuff. I do want to upgrade the rear camera still and upgrade the harness for the rear camera. But other than that, I am super happy with this. Links for this and other parts I use, as always, are in the description box, along with the website for merch. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.